There have been a lot of things on my mind lately, and I wanted to take this time to share them with you all. Some of them are weird, some of them are good, some of them are bad. It's been really, really difficult for me to sleep consistently these past few days. There have been a lot of things running through my mind, and most of the time I could not really answer these questions. Well, I wanted to start things off on a light note, on a positive note. I've been preparing for a run that I'll be doing next month, which is a 10-kilometer run, something I haven't done in over 10 years. One of the main reasons for me doing this is I just wanted to prove to myself that I can still do it. As I said, it's been 10 or almost more than 10 years since I last ran. And for some weird reason, I feel like I'm getting too old to actually do anything physical nowadays. It's more of a feeling rather than how I look. And I wanted to push myself and say that I can still do this. I'm still young enough. I've been training nonstop on a weekly basis. I've been running nonstop, working out, although people don't see it. I've been working out more than the usual just to prepare for this run, and I'm very thankful for Brian for guiding me throughout the entire process because I'm pretty sure I won't be able to do this by myself. 100% sure. Aside from that, I've been keeping myself active with a lot of things, a lot of physical things, definitely. I've been attending a lot of group classes outside of where I work, and I've been enjoying them, to be honest. I've been trying to immerse myself in a different kind of culture and see what other instructors, other classes have to offer because it's been just like my running, it's also been 10 years. 10 years next year that I've been teaching group classes, and to be honest, I feel like things have been very stagnant and not as interesting as it once was. And I think it's pretty normal because, you spend you spend your time doing the same thing again and again with very little room for um, not really improvement, but little room to adjust, little room to showcase yourself. You could only do so much with the program given to you, so it's actually quite an enlightening experience. It's nice to see other instructors teach and get tips from them, of course. And it makes me think, what if? There are plenty of what ifs running around for sure. But yeah, I mean, cycling classes, hit classes, and maybe in the next few months, some boxing classes as well. Who knows? Sky's the limit, as they say. And I'm really, really looking forward to attending more classes by other people, other instructors outside. What else? Oh, of course. Uh, I've been trying to learn and conquer my fear of deep water, which has been a very, very interesting experience to say the least. I'm not really a big fan of outdoor swimming, and a lot of people know this. Um, I can't I can't swim in open water without a life vest. That's a known fact. And I'm pretty sure my cousins will laugh when they hear this, but I think I've never ever swam outdoor without a life vest. not until recently. And that is an experience that is eye opening. Not only because I conquered the fear, but because it's very calming, surprisingly. Getting to swim in deep water is actually a calming experience. And I'm actually looking forward to outdoor exposure, outdoor swimming exposure. Well, there have been a lot of offers from different friends, so who knows? In the near future, maybe. I mean, that's mostly what I've been up to. I mean, it's a given that Cha and I go out a lot, and we do a lot of unique things together, and that has been a blast. No shit, it has been an absolute blast spending time with that person because she pushes me beyond my limits every single time, whether it's just about thinking what to do next to actually doing something I've never done before. So I'm really, really appreciative of that person. Chai, I know you're listening. I appreciate you. But, I mean, those are the good things. There are a lot of bad things as well, which I'm pretty hesitant to share. I mean, people think I do share a lot of things online, but it's actually just the tip of the iceberg. I mean, I share what's easily shared with people, but I don't share what I really feel. Um, one of the things one of the things that I've been thinking about lately is friendship, the connections I've built throughout the years, and what it means to me. I think more than family, friendship is something I hold near and dear to me. And saying someone is my friend is actually something hard because it's hard to define what friendship is. For me, at least, this is just my opinion. And people think that relating to one person, having a lot of common interests, is enough to call a person a friend. But for me, it goes deeper than that. I mean, I've called a lot of people my friend, and a lot of them are no longer my friends for various reasons. Some I can explain and some I can't. And some have been very hurtful. The experience of losing a friend has been very, very hurtful. And lately I've been thinking of whether or not it's worth keeping some people in my life. It's a pretty hard decision to make, to cut someone off. But sometimes when you don't find that this person is present in your life, or at least reciprocating the affection, the admiration that you're giving, sometimes I feel like, did I do anything wrong? how come how come the connection isn't as strong as it was before? And sometimes I think to myself, how come how come it's like that? It feels so unfair when you've given them time, when you've exerted the effort to keeping the friendship, and then when you stop because you want to focus on other things, people say that you've changed. People cut ties with you because they think you've changed, when in fact, they're the ones that changed, or they're the ones that don't want to connect anymore. Maybe they're busy too. I understand that. Maybe they have a lot of things on their plate. I understand that. But in my mind, I can't keep myself available always because I need to think about myself, my well being. I need to focus on other things too. I need to keep myself busy because the more I rely on people that don't have my back, the more it's detrimental to my well being. And I firmly believe that now. I mean, I'm always open to talking, I'm always open to discussing, but I don't know when enough is enough. And it's a lesson that I'm still constantly learning. And I ask the people I'm close with, is this normal? Is what I'm feeling normal? Am I reacting the way I should react? I don't know really. I mean, I keep saying I'm getting old, or at least I'm aging. You'd think that you'd have all the pieces and all the answers, but you don't. You just don't know why things happen. You just don't know why they happen. It just happens. I really don't know. To be honest, I really don't know. It bothers me. Even when I feel like I have friends, after a certain point or a certain while, I feel like, here we go again. Feels like you're the only person in the world trying to fight. And when people try to hurt you, when people try to say things behind your back, you always ask, who's going to defend me? Just me again? A person can only take so much. I don't ask for people to defend me, but it would be nice to know that people have your back. It would be nice to know once in a while. Look, don't get me wrong, I'm not craving for attention. That's far from what I'm thinking. See, this is what I think about at 2 or 3 a.m. Oh gosh. People are such complex beings. You really don't know what'll happen. Another thing that keeps bothering me is my future. Pretty happy with my relationship now. I'm pretty happy with the social connections that I've established and that are holding up until now. Very, very happy with that. But when I think about the future, what I should be doing, what I should be planning on, it scares me, of course. It's a very daunting thing to think about, what the next step is, what'll happen after this. People say I'm still young, I still have a lot to achieve. There's no borders. There are no borders to dreams, and that I'm still allowed to dream and chase after a dream. And I admire people who think that way, really, because they know what they want. They won't stop until they get it. In a nutshell, I do know what I want, but there are so many questions lingering. Can I do it? What will this person think of? What will that person think of? And at the end of the day, it's my life. And I should be able to act and decide for myself. And I shouldn't let others dictate how I should live my life. And when I say I've had enough, I just hope and pray that they know and they understand that I've had enough. And I hope and I pray that whatever it is I decide on, that people would respect it and that people would let me be and actually encourage me to chase after my dreams. Because for the longest time now, I've been living my life for others, to be of service for others. And I loved it. I loved every bit of it. Even if, even if I had so much negativity or I experienced a lot of negativity, there's still something about what I do that I love very much. And that's providing the best service I can and actually being present for other people. I just want people to know that I have other passions too, and that this irrational thought that my youth is fleeting is something I take very seriously. I mean, I may joke around about age a lot, you know. I keep telling some of my friends who are older than me that, oh, I'm still younger than you. But in my mind, I do feel and look as if my youth is fleeting and fleeting fast. I don't know. There are so many questions lingering in my mind. Maybe you guys know the answer to my problems. Maybe you'd ask yourself, what should I be doing in life? Am I on the right track? Maybe you'd stay up at 2 a.m. and 3 a.m. like me, just thinking about these things. Or maybe you have everything planned out. You know what you want. Good for you. Good for you. And I say to whoever is listening that is still conflicted, that's still puzzled, that's still wondering what they should be doing. Sometimes you just have to jump. Sometimes you just have to put your foot down and say, enough is enough. It's time for me to move and move forward with my life. And this applies to anything: work, love, friendship, life in general. And maybe one day you'd look back and tell yourself, I'm glad I jumped because this is what I got by jumping. You'll never know. You'll never know.